Hey y'all, what's up? This your boy Evan. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. A long time ago I asked y'all what video game character you wanted me to draw, and y'all said Sora. So I'm gonna give my audience what they want. Sora it is. Be back here in a few seconds and we'll get started. Hey guys, before we get started, I first want to thank KaiAnimation.com for sponsoring this drawing video. Check out their website for some cool anime toys and DVDs. Alright, now let's go ahead and get started with drawing Sora from Kingdom Hearts, baby. Like I normally do, I start out with drawing ovals. I'm going to do the top oval is going to be for his head, his middle one's for his chest area, and the lower one's for his pelvic hip area. I'm going to throw some stick figures in there for his legs. And come work down to his shoes. Just something, be very loose and sketchy. Don't commit to any lines. Now I'm gonna put in his big old balloon MC Hammer pants. Can't touch this. Doom, 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 doom. Can't touch this. Alright, and so gonna fill those out some. And since his pants are so big, I really don't have to draw his legs fully underneath. Just a stick figure so I know where they are rather. And his shoes, and he wears these big old Bozo the Clown looking shoes. Somebody has to help me out here. How can he fight with these big old shoes on? First it was Naruto with his high collar. Now we got Sora with these big old shoes on. He must be tripping over his own self all the time. Now moving up to his head, fill out the egg shape a little bit more and put in the guidelines for his eyes, nose, and mouth. And then take the height of his head, and that roughly equals the height of his hair. Just roughly. You gotta kind of approximate it. Sometimes you can just eyeball it and make a good guess. But I'm gonna play with his hair here until I make sure I kind of get it right. And when your kneaded eraser gets dirty, guys, those of you who have one, go ahead and you clean it by just mushing it around. Now I'm gonna simply roll over the paper to lift up some of the lead very lightly. Now going on to his outline of his face. Gonna put in some kind of small looking rectangles for his eyes. His nose are like small slits a little bit. His mouth. And then for his pupils. With his eyebrows are very furrowed and pointed down. Gonna give him kind of a mean looking expression here. He's ready for battle. And take my time. And now put in the iris with the shine on it. The shine will be on the left side here, and fill in the shadows on the right, and the same for the other eye. And now I'm going to start working on that hair. Alright guys, bear with me because this stuff was not easy to do. So, alright, I'm going to redo this face down here. I'm not quite liking it the way I had it the first time. Give him a little bit more chisel, a little bit more older look. Don't want him to look too boyish or kiddish. He's kind of a tween teen age character. So the hair, just get some reference, some photos out there. I'm sure Google has plenty of them. And kind of eyeball it. There is a pattern to his hair that I'm trying to figure out. And I didn't want to take the punk way out and just give him the realistic looking hairstyle. I want to go ahead and do the video game hairstyle that he has because it's the harder of the two hairstyles. And he has a kind of like starfishish looking kind of design to his hair, like a very hard crystallized starfish. And now for the strands of hair that he has, take your time and put those in. And I went and put in the individual strands. I didn't want to cheat the drawing at all. I wanted to go ahead and draw Sora the way he's supposed to be. Instead of doing with some artwork, I've seen people just go ahead and just fill in like one solid color. And his arm, get this quite right. Make it a very dynamic looking gesture here. A nice fluid movement. He's going to be holding one of his swords in his left hand here. and just kind of make it straight. Don't want to put too much detail in it right now because Sora has tons of details. Please guys, stay away from details. You don't want to start putting in any kind of details on the character too much right now because that will only confuse you. He's one of the most heavily detailed characters, anime characters that are out there right now. So now I'm going to start putting his knuckles in here on his hand, on his fist rather, and his sword. I really didn't want this to be a sword tutorial, but looks like it may be. His sword is going to have some foreshortening on it, going away from us, getting the base of the handle in there, and then a huge blade he has. So it's pointed away from us and getting some details in here slightly. Give it some rendering, some shine. Just stay very loose and sketchy. Now I'm going to kind of smear it to give it kind of a more subdued, faded kind of look. Now I think I made his hair a little bit too big. The shape is correct, but his afro, anime afro is too big. Yes, I said anime afro. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and make sure kind of the proportions fit the size of his head. And that looks better. Looks better. Now fleshing out more of his jacket, going down to his MC Hammer pants. Put a little bit of rendering on here, some shadow a little bit, darkening some of the details slightly. And I'm going to work on that other arm of his that's behind the hair. I really should have did this arm first before putting the hair in there, but I knew the arm would be easier for me to do. That's why I want to tackle the hair and get that out of the way first. Alright, so now his forearm coming down, his tricep below. I'm going to put his sleeve in there. I won't put too much detail in this arm because I know it won't be seen that much, and the hair in his head is like the main focal point of the drawing. So I'll just lightly put in some things here to indicate his arm is right there. And now moving on to his sword with the chain at the end of it and the Mickey Mouse charm at the end of that chain. And now for the key portion at the end of his sword here. Does his sword have a particular name? Anybody help me with that? Alright, a little bit more rendering now. And some shadow. Just play it out here. Fill him in more. He has a lot of straps and pockets and whatnot on his pants. Now back down to the Bozo the Clown shoes. He must be sporting some Reeboks or Nikes. These aren't Chuck Taylor's, people. And looking kind of good here. Alright. And put a little bit of highlight, reflective lighting in the back on his back leg. Give him a cast shadow. Cast shadow kind of solidifies the drawing in the picture. And that's Sora, guys. Hope y'all like it. You guys ready for another drawing contest? Well, this contest is brought to you by KaiAnimation.com. Check them out for some cool DVDs and cool anime toys. Alright, this contest will have 2 winners, and here are the prizes. The second place winner will win this Kingdom Hearts Halloween Town Sora action figure. And the first place winner will win this Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora Master Form figure. And here's what you have to do to win these bad boys. Step 1, subscribe to Cartoon Block. Step 2, rate and favorite this video. Step 3, leave a comment below saying Kai Animation and Sora rule. Step 4, draw Sora. Make it the best Sora drawing you've ever done in your life. Or if this is your first time drawing Sora, make it the coolest drawing you've ever done, period. And step 5, attach your drawing as a video response below. The deadline is Sunday, April 18th, 11 p.m. Pacific time. Good luck to everyone.